Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now getting closer to the very end of August, and that means we're only getting very much near to the Andor series, Tales of the Jedi, and the Bad Batch Season 2, that's really going to conclude the 2022 year of Star Wars TV shows before we head into next year. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about the new Star Wars universe is that yes, we do have George, John, and Dave all working together as a team to really attempt to bring Star Wars back to its roots and back to the actual vision that George Lucas established all those years ago. Now, given that there are a lot of things happening at the same exact time behind the scenes over at Lucasfilm, we have a lot of announcements coming our way at D23 and Disney Plus Day, and a whole lot more in the near future as well. Now, given that Kathleen Kennedy, we talked about this already, that she has been having a lot of trouble with the Acolytes show, a lot of specific problems and setbacks that she has caused, that allowed Disney executives to step in and to allow Jon Favreau and George Lucas take control over a total of 5 episodes. Now, not that they're writing the show or anything like that, but they are regulating what Leslie Headland is allowed to do and what not to do in the actual show. So they're basically guiding her on those 5 episodes, while the other 4, Kathleen Kennedy has a lot of control over. So moving forward from all of this is where things begin to really pick up, is because there's a lot more problems coming to light for the Acolyte series as of late that involves Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy making yet another terrible decision that has caused another setback and delay for the Acolyte series. Now, of course, with Disney and Lucasfilm now getting ready to announce a host of new Star Wars TV shows at Celebration, we also have D23 and Disney Plus Day to look forward to. Now, both Favreau and Filoni are beginning to do big things with the Star Wars franchise. It's described, however, that just recently Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy created yet another setback for the Acolyte TV series, since she has control over 4 episodes of the show at this point. She recently decided to replace and fire one of the Star Wars writers that was working on the script with Leslie Headland, that was acting as a co-writer for the show. Kathleen Kennedy is said to be in the process of getting a brand new co-writer to help out with the script with Leslie Headland. However, this firing has caused another month's worth of delay for the Acolyte to begin filming, with filming now no longer beginning until this December instead of November as previously planned. Now, this is likely to shift the series to release in 2024, which in turn is also going to impact the release schedule of other Star Wars TV shows on the roadmap. Now, Disney executives are very angry with Kathleen Kennedy's decision to let go of this co-writer, who is currently unknown at this time, other than the fact that he or she did not agree with Kathleen Kennedy's direction for Star Wars in those 4 episodes, and also did not agree with her overall vision and wanted to do something different than what Leslie Headland was aiming for. Now, this led to creative differences where Kennedy decided to fire the co-writer as of now. Leslie Headland is on her own doing the rewrites of the script that has been working on for the past month or so, give or take. The big part of the story that this writer did not like was a story in the Acolyte that involved a retelling of the character Yoda during the events of the High Republic. It's said that Kathleen Kennedy is going to be using Yoda as the big cameo in the Acolyte show, and is going to have him act completely different in the show since he is decades younger than in Episode 1. So, let me just pause here for a quick second. Now, we already know that everything related to the Acolyte series is going to have a lot of the overall theme of the prequel trilogy era. That's basically what they're trying to achieve in, parts and segments here and there. They're also going to have flashbacks to the Old Republic and a lot more. But this writer that Kathleen Kennedy let go of, the fact that she fired he or her, whoever it was, is obvious because they did not like her vision. They did not like her overall style of what she was going through with Yoda. Basically, Kathleen Kennedy's plan, and we'll talk about this in just a second, is that she is planning to make Yoda a completely different character in a sense in the Acolyte series, when really, in reality, it only takes place, give or take, 70 years, maybe 80 years before the events of Episode 1. and that's not all that long for Yoda, as we all know. So, moving forward from that, alright, so the co-writer did not like Kennedy's version of Yoda and wanted to make some drastic changes and even warned her about the backlash it would create from fans. Kathleen Kennedy completely dismissed this warning from the co-writer of The Acolyte that was working on parts of the story for those 4 episodes. Now, Kennedy is said to want to create a new version of Yoda for new fans only and to not embrace how Lucas created the character. So let's just, rewind here for a second. The fact that she only wants to create a new version of Yoda for new Star Wars fans, I think it goes to show you and tells you a lot of things. Is that she's throwing in Yoda just for the sake of throwing in Yoda, but she wants to cater this version of the character to new viewers, to new fans per se. I don't know about you guys, but to me this sounds like it's going to be a very bad situation for hardcore fans, not a great situation even for casual fans, because Yoda is one of the central characters that you cannot, alter, you cannot tamper with. You just can't change the core of the character, right? It's like changing the personality of Luke Skywalker, and look what that happened. Look how that happened. A lot of fans just did not like what they got in The Last Jedi, including myself. So, overall, the fact that they are moving through with this, and how Kennedy is just not listening to anybody that's giving her advice, anybody that's warning her or giving her ultimatums by the Disney executives, of course, too. There's a lot of things happening here, and the Acolyte series has a 50-50 chance at this point of either being successful or completely unsuccessful, because just because Favreau and Lucas have creative calls over 5 episodes out of the 9, it doesn't necessarily mean that the show is going to be a hit. Let's not forget that Kennedy is still in power of 4 whole episodes of the show, and that's more than enough to kind of blow the momentum that John and Lucas could very well create, and then one episode is just going to domino affect everything. So, moving forward from all of this, she is currently focused on making her own version of the character that will hold a new design and new personality suited to her needs and vision for the series. This is something that Leslie Headland is still working on, and John and Lucas are very annoyed over the fact that this is even moving ahead by Kathleen Kennedy for the Acolyte show. Disney executives also are very unhappy with this approach and also have given her other warnings and ultimatums about using the character in such an ineffective way. Now, once again, this is a prime example here that Kathleen Kennedy never cared about the fans, she never cared about George Lucas, she does not care about anything related to Star Wars. It's all about fitting some kind of agenda. So, the Acolyte, like I have pointed out before in the past, it has a chance now. It does have a chance at being successful. How high of a chance, that's very unclear. That all depends on execution, that all depends on how bad the 4 episodes are going to be that she's in power of, and whether or not that's going to knock the momentum off of what John and Lucas are calling the shots on. So overall, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.